throw in Shoyue being invincible.
Putting the eye, putting the formation.
Yeah, the camouflage. But I feel like, Sinistria has that super invisibility that no one can see, like zero visibilities.
We definitely will see that here, I'm sure.
Definitely want to see that Sinistria. It's pretty soon, but Huanzhong is going to be on the table right now with this Jing. Yeah, Jing's pretty up there, his tier is going to be really up there, like T1, T0. So this Jing still have the highlights that he has before, and yeah, it's still a strong character.
Yeah, and I do like the Huanzhong pick, though we know that Huanzhong is just going to be so immobile and kind of fragile during the lanings. And since Beijing Weibo got triple assassins, it looks like Yizhen was in such a dangerous position. But don't forget Zip, right? The second ability that Zip has can just eat Huanzhong up. So as we scrutinize the drops that Beijing Weibo has, yeah, true, they got triple assassins, but they only got one chance. Get in, get it clean, right? Do the insta kill. But what if Zip, Ziyang just eat Yizhen up?
Yeah.
They're just gonna miss the target.
Miss the target, but also that is gonna be a way to readjust his position.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be like a moving artillery. They're gonna move like a moving cannon. Like he can travel from one location to another location at a really fast rate. And you know what? I see a combo coming by this eStarPro. Varus can actually put all the enemy in one spot, and Huanzhong can use his ultimate to deal damage. So if the CCs are coming in hot from Virus and also Princess Frost, everyone is gonna be immobilized from Beijing Weibo, so they have to watch it. That's why they removed Zhuangzi at first.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the image was there, and two teams are well prepared, and also the crowd, they are supporting, showing their great love to their beloved teams. And right now for game 3, let's just take a good look at the map.
Yes, let's take a good look. I feel like leading Allen is pretty much in the mid lane. He's doing quite well, but the invasion so early.
Wow, so early.
Just go in. He knows that Prince of Liang is pretty weak in the early game.
Yeah.
And also, he has Zip with them. Princess Frost arriving to the scene. Prince of Liang cannot do nothing right now. Maybe the smite battle is going to be happening, but the smite goes to Lu Siyun, and Jing is going to get that red off the bat in the
now
start.
they're coming for Zimo. Zimo flash in, try to get a kill on Jin, but Jin escape away with such a low HP bar. Well, the skirmishes continue again. Zimo was dragged by Virus, and Virus still coming in. The Frozen was there, and first blood goes to Qinrong, the Princess of Frost.
That's right, 1 for 1 here in this early game, but definitely the first blood, and it's gonna have that cash injection injected into eStar's cash flow. But here is Weibo fighting back, getting that blue. Maybe yes, and Prince Olani will get that blue back. So 1 for 1, it's a pretty fair trade so far.
Again, head to head. One kill for another, one buff for another.
But here, eStarPro is getting another buff from their jungle. And wow, this Jing is farming up like an animal right now. Already level 3 and probably the highest go of them all currently.
I mean, like Wuhan's approach, they just stick to their aggressions and try to do some early invasions, but Beijing will also react fast. So it's more like a head-to-head game. Let's just watch the replay. First thing first, it was eStarPro. They successfully just steal away the red buff, but the problem is Zimo come from the rear, right? He come down and try to support.
Yes, and Net was almost able to save him at that time, but it was not enough. Here's the Princess Frost getting that frozen, the ultimate already on Yizhen, and look at that, the tower's HP are chipping away, and Fan can't really do nothing right now. There's no minions on that lane, so he's going to be really dangerous and try to make sure to protect that bottom tower. If that bottom tower goes down too fast, it might leave an opening for the blue.
Exactly, they are going to open a window at the bottom lane for Wuhan eStarPro. And actually, it's not easy for them to execute this kind of comp because you can see it relies a lot on their coordination. You need to stay close, right? You need to using those ultimate to put it together to complete that kind of big picture that we have, right, for the team fight, or doing the pushing strategy. But you need to make sure you stick to each other all the time.
Yes, definitely, definitely. I feel like Ejun is sticking with Zian and they're like a double team combo, and always Ejun is gonna be there for Zian, Zian is gonna be there for Ejun. They're
And
like,
so does
yeah,
Jinro, right?
yeah. So does Chino. Chino like the AOE is gonna kind of zone away the enemies and force the enemies to fight in a different position.
Yeah.
And yeah, those three are already a great combo. Here is gonna be maybe Zian try to suck him in, but not really, not yet. I feel like he just real calculated, like he can survive that, so he doesn't need that help yet.
Yeah. I mean, like for Wuhan eStarPro, they're trying to pressure on the bottom lane for Beijing Weibo, and He was doing quite a good job. He's playing defensively, and actually he held on a lot of times. That kind of just reset the game. That kind of just buy more time for Lane Hun to farm up or Zimo's hero.
Yes, and look at that, Zip just saved the damage.
That's
output.
it.
Yeah, from
That's what we
Xiaoxi.
said.
Yeah, all the spells, are like the debuff went away. The shuriken, the marks that Fan got on Ejun just went away immediately after he came out of Zian's stomach.
I mean, you guys don't need to be so surprised if you find out Ejun was absent from the whole match. You find him nowhere. It's because like Zip's second ability, which make this hero exactly why so popular in this patch, to protect Ejun by eating him up.
Yes, and I feel like a small big fight or a small skirmish is about to happen, because here's Liliana and Prince Alani try to get
Already
this dragon. Maybe fighting for the river control right now.
Yeah.
Fawn is arriving to the scene. Still, Jean and Varus is rushing down, but they do not have their jungle available, so this jungle definitely is going to be belong to Weibo at the time, so Dragon goes to them. They are just going after objective right now. Maybe not much of battles or team fights.
Actually, Beijing Weibo just, sending unit again. You can see every time when Beijing Weibo fall behind, they always go for that group strategy.
Yeah.
Everyone just stick to each other, being sending groups, make sure that they're gonna be safe. And every time Wuhan eStarPro try to initiate, get in, they can never scatter Beijing Weibo.
That's right. I feel like Beijing Weibo is playing a more, like safer this time.
Yeah.
Because they have assassins, but still they don't want to like overdo it. They don't want to be like, oh, I can 1v5. But right now they want to be together and try to play more like a team fight based game instead of surrounding one core player.
They always want to make sure that they got numbers in advantage when they try to engage.
I feel like Zimo try to take down that top tower, and Jean, I feel like he is farming really well, this player.
Yeah.
And look at that, 4K go already, and he is being this player, like he's taking the go all the way from the top lane to the mid lane, so he's getting the goes from the jungle, he's getting the goes from the clash lane, so he has a lot of damage and a lot of arsenal within his kit.
Exactly, with that 1,000 gold lead, I would say it's quite potential to see this hero, to see Luo Siyuan make a lot of things happen in the mid game.
Yes, the mid game is where maybe most of the big fight is going to be happening. But I feel like, still a little bit squishy for all the heroes on Beijing Weibo side.
Yeah. Again, they do not have a real tank. It's more like a one-way game, and here comes the Jin.
Trying to make something happen here.
Force out the flash.
Yeah, force out the flash from Annette, the support from Beijing Weibo. But here's going to be this Prince Alani try to do some damage, but he has to back out here. And here, Liliana, such a fast movement. And Liliana has a lot of movement strategies. Turning into a fox, dashing forward, he can use the flash, also gaining another movement, so he can dash 2 or 3 times to get out of those tough areas.
Exactly, and because of the mobility and the flexibility, allow this hero to do a lot of things. Wow, that's the reason why Beijing Weibo, they always trying to be in the position, right? To do a lot of preset, but Wuhan eStarPro, they just, after they taking down the towers, after they lost the towers at both side lanes, they're just being so, they just gather together in the mid lane, right? To prioritize their mid lane and make sure that they can guard their towers well.
Yeah, this tower is going to be super important. I feel like both sides are doing a really good job at defense, just really waiting for they're waiting for each other, like who's gonna make that first mistake in the battle. But right here, maybe another fight happening, but both teams are just playing so cautiously. They just want to like get the blue and go away and get the objective and get out. They don't want unnecessary fights. They want to make sure when they start the fight, they know they're gonna walk out winning.
Exactly. They need to make sure they want to be fully confident about the future play. And actually, when we're getting closer and closer to the 10 minutes mark, when we're so close to the epic monster to spawn, I would say both teams, they need to slow down or prepare for that one chance.
Yes.
Whoever win the pre-team fight before the epic monster spawn, who will lead the game.
Yes, and here is Spawn trying to do some damage to that tower. Almost, got it back to half HP, but he has to get away. Varus trying to protect the area at all time. And you can see that these heroes are together, like Varus and Princess Frost, protecting this Hwanju at all time.
They're playing around Agent, right? Try to protect him, and not even mention to Zip. Try to harass Jin a little bit. I mean, you can see like Beijing Weibo got quite a nice gold lead, right? Gold advantages with 2,000 gold. But they really rely a lot on Liliana because most of the gold are on Liliana. On the other side, for Wuhan eStarPro, they really need Luo Siyuan to stand out because Luo Siyuan got gold lead, but rest of the members, they only go like, well, I would say not bad.
Yeah, not bad. I feel like they're gonna rely on Hwanjong to do the cover damage.
Yeah.
Liu Shiyuan, maybe he just gonna try to like dash in later. Maybe have Varus or someone to make the initial engagement happening. Then he can just jump in for the cleanup. But right now, definitely all the goals allocated to Liu Shiyuan, to this Jin for this match. But
so like the timing matters a lot.
Yeah. Compared to Beijing Weibo, their goals is pretty much evenly allocated. Like you like Fan has some gold. Liliana has some go, fairly decent amount of go, so each hero pretty much can do its own solos, but they have to be careful if they meet Jin.
Yeah. Like when they're doing solos, Jin definitely gonna win the upper hand. But if they're going for that big team fight for Beijing Weibo with that even go for each individual hero, triple assassin, can't imagine how explosive it will be during the team fight.
Yes, might be another hack. Trying to target. Here's gonna be trouble. Here's Prince of Lani getting the kill on Liu Shiyuan. Liu Shiyuan goes down. Everybody is gonna fall apart. Here's gonna be Zip taking away Hwanjong. Hwanjong is gonna be in a safe position. Everybody gotta protect the president. Hwanjong goes away, but here's gonna be Liliana trying to do something happening. Here's a lot of assassins, 3 assassins coming after Ziyan and Ijun, and they have to get back in time before they get to their face.
I mean, I do like the way how Weibo is playing the game. Triple assassin again, try to force in and dash in. The damage done was quite decent, and after they see Zip just eat off Hwanjong, they're just like, what about just skip Hwanjong? No one cares about Hwanjong. You're just gonna be the guard of the towers, but we are gonna be so devastating to get the kill. And now it's gonna be so dangerous for Chaoxi. Jin chasing in, shut him down.
And Jin, the combo. Ziyan with Liu Shiyuan together rolling into the mid lane and getting that kill on Chaoxi. That was a really good combo by Zip, using that arsenal, using that ultimate with the second ability. And here's Annette running right now in trouble, and his ultimate has untargetable ability, but still you're gonna walk outside. There's 5 enemies waiting for you to say hello, and theirs goes down. Xingyu and 2-man down, so they're gonna take this dragon. They have a good advantage, but here's a Liliana still doing a lot of damage. The flash coming in from Varus. Here's gonna be Prince of Lani. Oh, this is gonna be immunity by Zip is gonna save Hwanjong just at the last second.
Well, you see, like both teams really did head-to-head. No one actually take any step back.
Yes.
If you're gonna kill me, I'm gonna let you pay it back.
That's right. You have to give something up. You try to go for the dragon. Well, I'm gonna go for your ADC. So it's all about compromise. Make the best trade possible. So I would say I feel like the trade is gonna be good for Beijing Weibo because they have the goalie, so they got the Vanguard, so they have the better trade right at this moment.
And it's like Beijing Weibo's triple assassin comp allow this team to snowball the game after they win the advantages, right? They can just snowball the game and keep pushing, and after they are granted by the Shadow Vanguards, they can just easily take down the high ground tower. But as for Wuhan eStarPro, it's more like now they do need to protect Huang Zhong.
Yeah, they do need
They
to
do
protect.
need to protect him.
Yeah, because you know, like all the goals is rising here from all the
Yeah.
assassins
Has
from Beijing
destroyed
Weibo,
a
and
tower.
you know, time is gonna be running out for eStarPro because the minions are moving in, the dragons are moving in, and I feel like at that last initial battle, Jing went down first, so everything just fall apart like a piece of paper, just got ripped, shattered apart. And
True.
look at that, the damage is coming in from Fan. So much assassin damages. I feel like everyone is assassin except for Annette, and just so much damage coming in from Beijing Weibo.
You know, if they are picking out so many assassins with such great mobility, that also means they can do a lot of solos, right?
Yes.
They can be so dominating on all 3 lanes after they got the advantages, and right now they can just let Fawn to take down the towers, because we know due to the ability that Fawn has, this hero can has the most like the most effective thing, the most efficient way to take down towers.
Yes, he's a tower destroyer. Also, his
Yeah.
passive, you know, he can hear a lot of stuff, so he can detect enemies at, you know, any time. Kind of like, you know, seconds the passive of Marco Polo skills.
Yeah. And also he can deal true damage towards those unusual objectives.
Yes, Huanzhong in the middle. Here's gonna be Zip. Here's gonna be the
Eat it
Ari
up.
going in, eat it up. Bring him back, Ejin underneath the tower. Take it down, Chaoxi. Chaoxi goes down. Xingyu goes down. Here's Jing going crazy with the kills. Ejin's
Flash
still
out.
alive. Here's
Where's
Huanzhong
running?
still alive.
Big
4v2 situation. Only one man down for eStar, and now they're coming back strong with Yoshua and Ejin doing all those damages.
That's incredible. That's incredible. We already predict that Zip definitely gonna eat Ejin up, right? During the team fight, try to protect him. But Wuhan eStarPro, they played it in another way. Ziyang eat Ejin up, but not for retreat, but for attack.
That's right.
Just
and
rolling in.
Anderson is so unexpected. Like he actually rolled forward underneath the tower, you know,
Yeah.
and taking all those tower damage allows Huanzhong to deal those damage and kill Chaoxi in time before Chaoxi still have the CD on the second ability.
Yeah, I mean, like, Xiaoxi really retreat back to his own towers, and he was like, what? Why Huanzhong is just right before me?
Yes, that's right. Like, why he's coming after me?
Yeah, it's not like assassin, it's not like the jungler or the top
the
laner,
ADC.
but the ADC.
Yeah. So they have to be careful. You know, this Zip, you know, is getting really adaptive
Yeah.
to its character now, and you know, this Princess Falls and Zip can travel with Huanzhong. Yeah, I feel like they're actually doing a really better protection. Here is gonna be Zip absorbing 3
Ooh, here we
allies.
go.
Oh, running into the wall right there. Maybe
Yeah.
you know that was on purpose. Maybe they didn't want to, you know, go in in a rush way.
Try to stop.
Yeah, try
But
to stop.
It's gonna be Beijing Weibo's turn right now.
Yeah.
After they see you used the second ability of the Zip,
Yeah.
Beijing Weibo tried to enclose the position and gain
Yeah.
them the control of this Shadow Overlord.
Yeah, I really like Zip. The second ability is like, everybody, all aboard, and we are going in straight.
Assemble!
Assemble. That's right. Everybody, the Guardians of the Gorge, the HOK. And yeah, I feel like this dragon right now still belongs to Weibo. I feel like Weibo does have a little bit more map control because they have
Yeah.
2 of the high ground towers, and the minions are coming in, you know, top lane, mid lane, bottom lane. They do have the tower advantage.
True.
So maybe, you know, this Tempest Dragon, maybe, you know, they have more presence of getting that, because the map control definitely is going to belong to Weibo
Exactly.
currently.
And the map control allow Beijing Weibo right now not be so rushed into doing something, especially engagement, right? They can just pushing those vanguards towards the crystal, right? Try to manage the lanes. They can do it in another safe and easy way.
Ooh, Zip getting controlled by Zimo. Here is going to be the Liliana. Try to jump in, but such a fast movement, nimble movement by Liliana. And a lot of burst damage is available here on this Liliana. So I'm still like looking for Liliana, because Liliana has 0 kills right now, but the goal, the capacity that this potential mid can do is insane. And I feel like, you know, we haven't seen the potential outplay yet by Liliana in this game yet.
Maybe it will happen in the next team fight, as Beijing Weibo are trying to target in at the bottom high ground tower.
Every assassin try to move in. Who is going to be the one to make the first move right now? and they're just testing the waters. But time's gonna be running out. Look at here, all towers gone for eStarPro, and the Super Minions is gonna be online pretty soon. And yeah, I feel like eStar has to find the Tempest Dragon to bounce back from this.
Yeah. You actually just brought up another topic, and that's going to be the point for the whole game. Because as for Beijing, we mentioned about the map control that they have, right? And we know that it seems quite peaceful right now on the battlefield, but Beijing Weibo is playing in a safe way. They know that they do have the advantages from the high ground tower, so they're not in rush. They try to snowball the game, clean up all those neutral objectives. But as for Wuhan eStarPro, just like what Gege just said, right? Go for that Tempest Dragon. They need to buy more time for themselves, clean up those minions, and try to wait for this Tempest Dragon, because they know that they can do better job during those big team fights around that Tempest Dragon camp.
Yeah, I feel like just before that Tempest Dragon appears, I feel like Weibo might want to, slow them down a bit so they have that 100% secure on the Tempest Dragon. They have the great map control. You know what? I'm not gonna rush it. I'm just gonna take my time. I'm not gonna risk solidify it. Get my Tempest Dragon. It's gonna be on in 56, 55 seconds. Almost time for the ultimate dragon to come out.
True. So this is why we're talking about these two teams to be so sophisticated with the map, with the game. They're playing a mature way. They're operating the game right now, especially for Beijing Weibo. Due to those advantages from the high ground tower, right now they're trying to close out the game.
Even see the Tempest Dragons. The two Super Minions, they look so beefy. They look so intimidating. Like it's just so hard to take them down. And right now, like only Beijing Weibo has the Super Minions, but eStarPro, like they don't have the normal minions.
Cause the Super Minion waves will only spawn after high ground tower has been taken down.
Yes, and right now we're closing in to the Tempest Dragon, and there might be a chance of snow and rain showers. So grab your umbrellas. It's gonna be our first Tempest Dragon of the day,
and it might be the deciding team fight.
Yes, might be the deciding team. It might be a really good chance for eStar to bounce back, but they have to be careful of their lanes.
The top lane.
Yeah, look at Irie waiting at the bottom, trying to make something happen here.
Yeah.
And they're all guarding the Tempest Dragon. Here's Jean trying to rotate, trying to find
setup.
Irie. Irie is setting at the place.
Waiting.
Oh, here we go.
Coming in.
Everybody but Zip rotating, saving everybody. Huanzhou repositioning himself. Lin Wei goes down, almost going down, but he's just still alive.
But the minion in the mid lane, they're trying to use the mid lane, trying to close out the game.
Huanzhou goes down, but Zip still saves his life. Huanzhou Reincarnation activated. The Destiny is not going to save him. Huanzhou goes down. 3-man down for eStarPro, and the Super Minions are moving in. I don't think that Liu Shiyan and Sun Lingwei is going to defend all that Super Minion from inside the base.
21 minutes, and it seems like Beijing Weibo, they're so dedicated into the victory. They ace Wuhan eStarPro, and with the Super Minion waves, Game 3 goes over to Beijing Weibo.
What a